HSN this year is coming up in our next hour. But before we get there, we need to talk about sound. We need to talk about watching the TV. We need to talk about what so many of us experience, which is just not a nice experience, right? We don't enjoy it because we can't hear the words properly. We can't hear the dialogue properly. There is a team led by Tom at ZVOX who have created a patented product that has taken America by storm. It's the SuperVoice Soundbar. This is a soundbar with technology that nobody else has that lifts the dialogue out of what you're watching, the movie, the sports commentators, TV shows, so that you can hear it properly. If you live in a house where your loved one always has the volume cranked right up, you need to try this. If you're somebody that's always pausing and rewinding because you didn't quite get what they said, you need to try this. We're excited that this is back for the Labor Day holiday weekend in 3 colors: black, titanium, and we have espresso over there just to show you. There's that titanium and there's the espresso. If you've got wood tones, you're gonna love that. I only have 200 in espresso. If you buy it separately, and if you were to buy this soundbar out there, you would easily spend $265 just on the soundbar. For the download, we've taken it from $265 to $139, and we're gonna add in all the extras as well. So this is a great opportunity to try a product that continues to be huge for HSN. I want you to hear what I mean. Can you kind of hear that?
Because it's in such good condition and all the history associated with it, I would say this would actually be something in the region of $40,000 to $50,000.
So guys, that's off.
I would say it's worth about.
You are absolutely beautiful.
Thank you, honey.
That's off.
You know, we didn't have a romantic dinner date in a long time.
I wanted tonight to be very special.
It's muffled.
And we've been through a lot together.
We've had a lot of fun over the past years.
And I can't see myself being with anyone else but you.
George.
Karen, I want us to spend the rest of our lives together.
Oh, George. Oh, Karen.
Wait, because Christmas.
You don't want to miss that moment, right? You want to be able to hear it.
So beautiful. Of course I will. I would love to marry you.
Can you tell me a little bit more about the background on this figurine?
We're going to jump in and really explain how this is working, because there's a lot here. Laurie, this is technology that emerged on HSN a couple of years ago, and it's gone on to be really a gold standard, platinum standard product for us. The reviews continue to be through the roof. It is a life-changing product in every respect.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, we could hear George and Karen, right? We know she said yes. Yay! And, you know, there's a big problem in this country with us not being able to really understand the voices on TV, and that's why ZVOX is so needed, and that's why it's been so popular since we launched it on HSN. This is the most sophisticated and advanced and also an exclusive soundbar just to us here at HSN, so you can't get this one anywhere else. This particular model has now 12 levels of that voice clarification technology. So it's truly incredible. But we wanted to show you something. So this is why you're not having a love affair with your beautiful flat screen TV right now. It looks good, right? It looks really pretty, but the sound quality is terrible. It's because there's no room inside for speakers that are going to be able to really wow you and really deliver that heart-thumping sound, or really even immerse you into the dialogue. And that's why a lot of us have come to the realization we need a sound bar. And I'll tell you, I have done my research when it came to soundbar technologies, because I needed one. I couldn't hear the TV in my own home, and I kept asking my husband, crank it up, crank it up, crank it up. It was not an issue of volume. It's really an issue of clarity, and that's where the ZVOX really comes to life. So it's this teeny tiny soundbar, 17 inches, only weighs about 3 pounds. You plug it in to your television. It's so easy, you guys. One cable into TV, one cable into power, 1-page instruction manual, so anyone can do this. And here's what it does. It uses powerful algorithms, okay? And this is patented hearing aid technology built right in to pull the voices out of the background sounds, make them nice and crisp and clear, and then push them forward. So your ears are able to hear every single word as clear as a bell. So if you're sick and tired of turning on closed captioning, if you're over asking your significant other to crank up the volume and you still can't hear what your favorite actors and actresses are saying, and you're missing important plot points and dialogue, You need to try this. It's life-changing technology. Adam, you and I have had callers over the years that said this saved their marriage. I mean, we have so many incredible stories to tell. And this is a huge customer pick at hsn.com. And again, you can't go online and try to find this anywhere else. But if you're like me, I love TV. I know you love TV too, Adam. This is a must-have. And the other thing, no matter what you're watching, with the 6 different level audiology of that AccuVoice, and then 6 more levels of the SuperVoice, it's going to clear everything up and allow you to hear everything. So if you have that favorite television celebrity who has maybe a bit of an accent, you're going to be able to hear him and her, right? You're going to be able to hear without turning on closed captioning, without rewinding. If you love sports, you can hear the commentators. It really changes everything when you get a ZVOX at home.
Nobody realized when this first launched what exactly it was, why it was different. People thought it was just a soundbar, one of those everyday soundbars you can buy from any shop. And then as time went by and people started to understand that this lifts the voice out of any TV show, movie that you're watching, people went crazy for it. It's become one of our biggest sellers ever. Not only that it's a big seller, but it's so warmly reviewed and received. That's why it's a huge customer pick. If you want this beautiful espresso, I'm down to like 150 or so left. So there's the espresso. That will be gone very, very early on. We have the black and we have the titanium. Again, I'm gonna do the best I can so you can get some idea of the difference that this can make. That's without, obviously.
And ruined, so it makes it a real good treasure.
That's amazing.
I know, I'm very pleased to tell you that this figurine...
Really?
Absolutely. I mean, the figurine in average condition would be worth somewhere between $10,000 and $15,000.
Oh, wow.
Because it's in such good condition and all the history associated with it, I would say this would actually be something in the...
It's not as enjoyable. You don't hear as much as you should be hearing. With ZVOX, it lifts it out. And it's not just Laurie, it's not just me, it's around America. I want you to see some testimonials from folks that believe, just like we do, that this is one of the greatest things they brought into their home. As you're watching this, grab the phone and order yours.
It's very difficult for me sometimes to decipher between the language and the speech and the background noise. With this AccuVoice, I'm actually able to hear the speech without having to turn the television volume up.
I don't have to rewind my DVR to actually hear what they're saying or put on closed caption. This was fantastic.
So with the AccuVoice, I know that I can be, involved in the scene and hear every word that's being said by the characters, and I don't have to bother anybody else.
When there's action and then talking within the action, I have a difficult time deciphering that. And this really made a difference.
I'm always struggling with my husband to turn it up with that remote, but with the AccuVoice, I just feel the clarity is so good.
Very easy setup, I like those.
It is one plug into your television.
All I have to do is plug it in. I think I know what I would do, definitely.
The speaker's amazing.
You really do. You plug it in, it comes on automatically, and every time you watch TV, you enjoy it more. Laurie, whether it's age-related changes, whether you're hard of hearing, I often talk about me being hard of hearing in my right ear because of wearing these earpieces every day for 20 years or so, being on TV. When you can't hear something properly, it's a very emotional thing. You want to be able to hear and enjoy, but if you can't, you can't.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, my husband was getting really frustrated with me, and I think my hearing is probably just fine. I'm not exactly sure. But we were watching TV with my dad, and he couldn't hear a thing on television at all. He had to wear the big over-the-ear headphones, which was great, but then he couldn't talk to us. So he could either hear TV or he could communicate with his family, and he was missing everything. So with ZVOX, this really appeals to everybody. The entire family can now hear. You have some really cool features, too. This is your remote control. You can train your main remote to operate ZVOX, so you can tuck this in a drawer once you get your settings where you want them. But this is so easy. It has output leveling mode. That's a feature automatically turned on this model that as soon as you plug it in, and again, one cable plus power, just plug it right into your TV, easy instructions. If I can do this, anybody can do this. So we're including for you all of the cables that you need. So the optical cable is going to work with most of your newer TVs. We also have, there's the analog connection too for some of your older TVs, and then power. We include all the cables, so you can't make a mistake. You can even plug in your headphones if you want, or you can plug in an MP3 player or a tablet to listen to music. So a lot of versatility there. But yeah, I mean, it is very emotional for a lot of people. I was sick and tired of missing plot points.
Right.
I kept asking my husband to crank it up, and it wasn't about that. It's not about that loudness. It is about the clarity. And with this, it's going to automatically mellow out the too loud commercials. That's that output leveling mode I was talking about a second ago. So if you've ever been blasted out by the too loud commercials, this doesn't do that. Also, 3D virtual surround sound. So it's tiny but mighty. You can sit anywhere in your room and you can hear every single thing, every single word clear as a bell.
And we have a great example of SuperVoice and the different levels and how you can really customize this, which we're going to play for you. Remember, when you get this home, you'll make it your own, but you'll love every single minute. Listen to this.
It's very difficult for me sometimes to decipher between the language and speech and the background noise. With this AccuVoice, I'm actually able to hear the speech without having to turn the television volume up.
You got 30 days to get it home, to try it out, to experience it. If you don't love it, of course you can return it. One of the hardest things about doing this job on television is every day having a line of products, one after the other, after the other, after the other. And every product is good, and every product is great, and this has this feature, and that has that feature, then there's that benefit, then there's that benefit. Sometimes you feel like inside some products don't get the attention they so richly deserve. And here it is, right here. This product is absolutely phenomenal. It's not a speaker bar, it is you could call it the magic bar. This truly brings your television to life. Hard of hearing, no more missing plot points, no more pausing and rewinding, no more muffled sound. I hope in the past 10 minutes, Laurie and I have been able to kind of take you through it, but don't let this be just another thing. You have to get this home. In HSN's vast catalog of electronics, this continues to be one of our most highly reviewed of all time. Laurie, final words on the ZVOX. You and I love it. I would never be without mine at this stage.
Yeah, no way. If you love TV, it's a must-have. You just have to spend a little bit of money, get this home one time, you'll have it forever. This is an example of the speakers built into your flat screen TV right now. It's pretty, but you can't hear, and if you can't, you need ZVOX. Adam and I had a caller. She said it saved her marriage. I happened to run into her in person at the cruise port in Florida. She came up and hugged me. She said, "You're Lori with ZVOX. Oh my gosh, it saved my marriage." And she had just called and told us that on TV. It was a full circle moment. I have the chills right now. But I mean, this changes people's lives. If you love TV, it is going to make all the difference for you and for your home. You're going to love ZVOX.
In the market, this model is $265, $265 right now on many websites. We're at $139.99. Laurie, thank you. I'll see you in the next hour. The download continues. The next 60 minutes is, in my humble opinion, the best 60 minutes of gadgets and gizmos